On the other side of the Laker trade is the possibility that they may be looking to add, not the possibility, the certainty, they're looking to add more pieces around LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They have limited funds. We explained yesterday the sort of convoluted way they wound up not having another full max slot. You gave us the details on the timing. So there were names out there, including the name Kawhi Leonard. What is the reality right now with the Lakers, with Kawhi, and anyone else they may be trying to sign?
The reality is Kawhi Leonard's focused on Los Angeles, but it's the Clippers, not the Lakers. Number one, they don't have the money to sign him. And two, the idea of him being a third wheel on a team trying to create a super team, that has not been Kawhi's MO. The Clippers are poised to be able to lure him from Toronto. This will be a Raptors-Clippers fight down the end. He may take meetings with more teams. It's not even certain he'd even take a meeting with the Lakers right now.
Okay, and then where would that leave the Lakers? So they'll have, depending on the way this thing plays out, let's call it $23 million to play with. That's a lot of money. It's enough to pick up a variety of pieces. What neighborhood are they looking in?
They need shooting, and you're going to see the role players, like a Seth Curry going after a J.J. Redick, a Danny Green. And listen, it's not like this isn't a draft. They don't get to pick the ones they want. They've got to find guys who want to come be a part of it. They need shooting, and I think they're going to split up that money because right now they don't even have a starting five. They don't even have a roster. They need depth with that team.
Yeah. It's interesting to see Kawhi getting that last laugh. It was here on this show that Kevin Hart, and this got, it wound up being everywhere, couldn't control himself laughing at Kawhi's laugh. And I've always felt a little badly about that. I mean, we didn't mean any harm, but it was funny, and it sort of got out there. And so to see him be able to turn that into the moment that he had, it made me feel personally very good. One way or another, let's turn to the future of Kawhi. DJ has heard that maybe the Lakers are going to make a real run at him. The finances make that practically impossible. You just heard from Woj. So realistically, what do the Raptors say to Kawhi Leonard now that the confetti has fallen and everything else to try and convince him to come back?
Look, when the Raptors traded for Kawhi Leonard, they had a very clear plan for him, right? They were going to show him they had the ability to build a championship team, and they were going to keep him healthy. And you look at the way this year has gone, that's what they've done. They have a coach in Nick Nurse he trusts. They have a front office led by Masai Ujiri and Bobby Webster that he trusts. And most importantly, I think they have a training staff led by Alex McKechnie that he trusts and showed that they could get him through the season healthy and have him ready to play at the highest level at the most important time. So for them, that's really, I think even more than the championship, is that we have the ability to build a team for the long term that you can compete with.
I should make it clear that it's one of the teams that you cover regularly, along with the Sixers and the Celtics. You were around them a lot, and I think that's a big piece of it. The way they partnered with him on his health, that was the major sticking point in his relationship in San Antonio. That seems to have gone as well as it could. So I guess I'd ask you, if he's going to leave Toronto, after all that's happened there, then there were no circumstances under which he was going to stay, because it couldn't have possibly gone better.
That's right. I think the Raptors will tell you, look, we feel great about the way this went, right? This could not have gone better for them in really any respect. They won the title. Kawhi was healthy. Kawhi played great. They put these veterans around him and everything worked. So I think they'll go to sleep on June 29th saying, hey, this is a team that was good enough to win, and we did everything we could.
And DJ, you and I talked about this on SportsCenter this morning. Kawhi's just a tough guy to get a read on, so you just sort of don't have a sense. We may look at it from the outside and say, well, how could he do this or how could he not do that? But with him, you just sort of never know.
You never know, and like I said, he's a guy that beats by the drum, his own beat, right? And with that being said, you never know. I mean, you hear that he wants to go home. He wants to be around his family. He wants to play in Los Angeles, but like we always say, it's hard to leave a situation where you've won a championship. So we have to see what his thought process is after he gets with him and his representative.
Okay, so we'll see. That feels to me right now like the single biggest question to be answered during this NBA offseason.